Anime in 2025 was an absolute joke. Just tons of terrible shows catered towards low IQ, bad taste having casuals who only watch anime and talk about it for clout and don't actually care about quality. Yeah, there's been a lot of losers like that on YouTube in the last few years. Anime has been infested with these frauds, and that is what happens when you don't gatekeep. When gatekeeping is seen as a bad thing and people don't want to do it because they don't want to be called out, then you let losers like this creep into the medium and ruin it from within. See? You should have gatekept, right? I bet you wish you would have been a gatekeeper back then now, huh? Yeah, I bet you do. But this is just all that I see on YouTube. When I look at this content, it's recommended to me. I'm just like tons of garbage, fake content creators making videos about anime, manga, etc. Knowing damn well these clowns don't really like it, didn't like it back in the day, and are only talking about it because they see it as being profitable. I mean, I see right through them. It's like, man, so many frauds like that. Could never be me though. I'm a real anime fan. I really do this, unlike these clowns. So as always, we will be taking a look at the worst anime of the year. This has become a very popular tradition on my channel. People just beg me every year, like, Young, when is the yearly wrap up, man? I am fiending for you to once again spit pure 100% facts in every single sentence. And I'm like, calm down, it's coming. And here we are. So as always, we will be going into great detail, breaking down why these anime are trash and why anyone who enjoys them is a moron. Alright, so we're going to kick this list off with Lord of the Mysteries. Now, Lord of the Mysteries is one of the most boring, convoluted, plot hole infested pieces of garbage I've seen in a while. Hell, it was so bad, not even most reactors enjoyed it and continued reacting to it. I saw so many reactors just confused and getting to the point where they were going to drop this, and that's how you know it's bad, because those clowns like anything. You just put an anime in front of these frauds, and I mean, they start rubbing their hands together, they see dollar signs. It's like they'll react to anything, they'll watch anything. So if these frauds are dropping an anime, that's how you know this is a bad situation. Now, of course, you had the fake, deep, pretentious overthinker reactors that were still reacting to it like, oh, well, I understand it, and oh, this is actually incredible. But they didn't understand anything. They were just looking at the community, and they were like, okay, well, everyone's dropping this, so in order to basically get the fans on my side, I'll pretend like I know what's going on, and oh, everyone else just doesn't understand it, but I do. I understand. This is amazing. I love this anime. And then, of course, then they got all the views. It's a smart strategy. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody hops off of something because they, think it's trash, and then you stick with it, and all the fans that want to see losers react, they come to your channel now. It's a beautiful, beautiful scam. But no one actually enjoyed this anime unless you're a moron. I mean, the story makes no damn sense, but the fans try to gaslight you into believing you just don't understand it. One of those but the source material losers, man. It's like, fuck the source material and this anime. They both suck. Ain't nobody ever heard of no Lord of the Mysteries before this anime, and that is a fact, not an opinion. It was a flop. It was an unlikable flop. No one ever talked about this. I never heard anything about it before this anime, and the anime is a complete flop as well. I mean, just nothing good going for it. So this is not going to be one of those anime that people are talking about for years to come. People have already forgotten about it. Takapi's original sin is Phil slop. For the losers that think just because you add trauma or abuse to an anime that makes it good, that makes it well written, it just goes to show how completely devoid of intelligence or critical thinking modern anime fans are. They will hype something like this trash up just because it's shocking, just because it made them cry. Well, I shed a few tears. Oh, it was uncomfortable subject matter. That means it's good. No, it's unrealistic garbage. It's melodramatic trash. The story is this unrealistic trash catered towards idiots. The characters are all exaggerated for shock value. I mean, come on. There's plenty of anime that tackle complex themes or deep trauma or something like that and actually brings something to the story. Actually does it in a way. I can name 10 right off the bat, but I'm not going to because you losers don't deserve recommendations from me. But I talked about this anime and a couple of others in a video that I made. It was like the top worst anime of, what was it, summer 2025, but I deleted that video because you losers didn't support it. When videos don't get supported the way I want them to, I remove them from my channel because you losers don't deserve to see them. Now, of course, losers try to re-upload the content, but as soon as I find it, I just flag them down anyway because no one gave you permission to re-upload my content. But with that being said, I said all I needed to say in that video, so I'm not really going to elaborate. If you didn't watch that video, then that's on you. You're a moron, but all in all, this anime sucked. Gachi Akuta is another boring generic shonen for the bad taste having shonen tards. I still can't actually believe that this series exists. A garbage series that's literally about garbage is just crazy. The mangaka was literally trying to tell you clowns from the jump what you'd be in for. You bad taste having idiots still didn't care and just said, hey, I love my garbage. Grown men and women and everything in between still watching shonen anime in 2025 is absolute madness. I have a small brain, so I still care about fights and superpowers and level ups, and I still care about overcoming with the power of friendship, just believing. It's like, come on, grow up already, losers. You're not children anymore. It has a horrible plot hole infested story that makes no damn sense whatsoever. One man's trash is another man's treasure, corny ass story. The characters are among the worst I've ever seen in the shonen. The fights and power system are trash. Whoever likes this anime is an idiot. It is literally praised for doing nothing. This is why modern anime fans and anime in general cannot be taken seriously. I mean, you guys are some of the dumbest people on the planet. Really, the only reason you like this anime is because it's copying black culture. Let's be honest. I mean, they have multiple black characters in the show. They're copying the dreads. They're copying the urban kind of graffiti style. It's like, get off of my culture, dude. It's like everybody want to be black until it's time to be black. I thought you people were racist. What do you like this anime for? I thought they needed to keep black people out of anime. All of a sudden they put them in here and they copy the style and everything, and now it's all of a sudden acceptable. Make up your goddamn minds. Oh man, To Be Hero X is a corny superhero anime with one of the worst twists I've ever seen in an anime. Now, it's evident from the first episode that this anime is trying way too hard, so hard that you almost feel bad for it. I mean, the writing is completely brain dead and makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. The story is laughably bad. I mean, come on, bro. Like, were you people who like this anime watching with your eyes closed? Because although most humans are complete morons and devoid of any critical thought, I find it very hard to believe anyone could be that stupid. Stupid enough that they would find this show to be good. Just terrible writing. I mean, the characters are horrible and not memorable whatsoever. The power system is complete garbage. The art and animation is some weird CGI trash. You can tell this wasn't made in Japan. And that's, I don't want to go on a tangent, but that's one thing that I'm really annoyed with. I'm tired of Korean anime. I'm tired of Chinese anime. If it doesn't come from Japan, it is not real anime. It doesn't matter. It's just like, if it's not a manga, then it doesn't matter. Nobody cares about manhwa. Nobody cares about donghua or whatever that is. Nobody cares about any of these other. If it's not from Japan, it doesn't matter. They've been biting Japan for years. Y'all want to be Japanese so bad. Weebs are everywhere. The beginning after the end is this Mushoku Tensei ripoff. Which is odd because out of all the series you could rip off, why would you copy that weirdo slop? But while Mushoku Tensei has an army of pedos who enjoy it and keep it relevant, This anime failed to capture that same attention. It failed to capture that same audience because, at least to my knowledge, one thing that I can give it is the main character wasn't on that weirdo type of energy. So of course that didn't resonate with the PDFs, and they weren't really attached to this anime because he wasn't going around like Rudeus and doing the things that Rudeus does. So without that, this anime was doomed to fail. You see what I'm saying? It was destined to just cease to exist. I mean, one of the lowest rated anime of the year, and it's wild because this anime, for the people hating on this series, even though it is trash, it's like the series that you love do the same thing. So it's like, it's so funny. It's always been crazy to me how people pick and choose. It's like they'll hate on an anime for doing the same exact thing that their favorite anime does. And it's not about execution. It's really just about waifu bait. It's like, does this series have the waifus that I care about? No. Okay, then it's trash. Does this series have the waifus that I do care about? Yes. Okay, then that means it's good. These people are pathetic. They really are. The characters are terrible. The story goes nowhere. It's just everything bad about Mushoku Tensei. I will say it's better than Mushoku Tensei just because the main character is not a weirdo. But other than that, they're both trash. It's just everything about Mushoku Tensei that's bad is bad about this. It's vice versa. You've seen this anime thousands of times. Terrible. Secret of the Silent Witch is another magic anime with a cringe, socially awkward female lead that other socially awkward losers can relate to. A typical generic self-insert character anime that does nothing, absolutely nothing new or unique. I'm really tired of seeing anime like this. I'm tired of seeing anime get passes with terrible characters because the character is shown to be a little bit more human. Oh, they have anxiety? I have anxiety. Woohoo! Oh, they have autism? I have autism. Woohoo! You know, and it's like they make these terrible characters with these real world issues that the loser viewer can relate to. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that doesn't make a character good. Just because you can relate to how much of a loser that character is. You see that a lot of these, in a lot of these like isekai anime where the main character, it's self-insert where the author wishes he was the ladies' man or whatever. That's why, you know, they insert them into this world and all the women for no reason just happen to like him because he wishes that was him. He grew up very lonely. He didn't get approached by women. When he did approach women, they screamed, yelled, gasped, said, "I don't want anything to do with you, loser," and left. So they're like, okay, now that I'm a manga author and I can create anything I want, I'm going to self-insert. It's pathetic. So we've seen the same thing with like that trash Bocchi the Rock, and nobody cares about the actual story or anything. It's like, she's so like me. Oh my gosh, it's relatable. Trash. But story terrible. Characters terrible. The fight scenes are horrible. Melodramatic tension. Just you couldn't remember a single thing about this anime if you tried your hardest, other than the character is so like me. Oh, I remember, this character being shy and awkward, so that makes it good. You people are losers, man. The Water Magician, just like the Silent Witch anime, is another garbage magic anime, another garbage isekai that you've seen thousands of times. Overpowered, boring, bland main character that's so powerful for no reason, wins all of the fights. A completely irrelevant cast of characters that do nothing but make the main character look good. They are just irrelevant. They hold no fucking weight. They have no purpose in the story. I mean, why do we keep getting anime like this? Like, I don't understand. Well, I understand because it sells. But it's like, man, why is this isekai trend not irrelevant? How haven't you guys got tired of this? I understand that when something is popular, they're going to run it into the ground. But everything that I can think of has had its popularity when it comes to trends. How are people still not tired of isekai? How do we still get isekai? You people are so lonely. You're so desperate that you keep clinging to these stories. Cause what, you hope that it happens to you? You hope that you're reincarnated into another world or so? I hope so too. Get your garbage bad taste having ass the hell up off my planet. The winner of the worst romance anime I've seen in a while belongs to The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. One of the worst romances, not only of the year, but of all time. An anime for lonely losers with bad taste who dream of someone actually dating them. You know, the only reason people watch romance anime is to self-insert. This person found love, so it gives me hope too. Pathetic. Why don't you get out in the open and actually put the work in? Why don't you stop sitting on your ass thinking that you're going to just randomly meet someone? That's what happens. You're chronically online. You're e-dating. You know, and there's nothing wrong with e-dating. You know, if you e-date and you happen to meet the person, but you guys have been e-dating for years upon years. I mean, you have no idea what the other person looks like. You've never met up. I mean, you people are pathetic. If you're going to e-date, at least e-date and meet the person. But you people don't have the capabilities for that, do you? Of course not. But you people are sitting here in your Discord love calls. You're watching romance anime together, hoping that you guys get married. You're pathetic people. You're never going to find love that way. This story is a melodramatic piece of garbage. It never fails to make me laugh at just how corny anime drama is, man. It is so lame. It fails to tell a compelling story in any way whatsoever. The characters are all walking tropes and have nothing interesting about them. The female lead is one of the worst I've ever seen, and the author needs to be fired for creating a female character this bad. Overall, this anime just has nothing in it that is worth watching. So tell me why it's one of the most highly rated romance anime in a while. What does this do compared to other romance anime? Nothing. What, it just has better animation, better art? It's like, you people are so stupid. Sakamoto Days, I mean, talk about a flop. I forgot this anime even came out this year. It was that irrelevant. I mean, no one, absolutely no one, not a single soul cared about this anime. It was one of the hardest flops I've ever seen. The story was so stupid. The characters were just flat out bad. It had absolutely nothing going for it. If you enjoyed Sakamoto Days, I doubt that, because you probably didn't even remember that it came out this year. Sakamoto Days, do a double take. When did that come out? I thought that released like 10 years ago. Yeah, it came out this year, but it was so irrelevant, no one paid attention to it. Pathetic. Lazarus, just like Sakamoto Days, is one of the biggest flops of the year. It kind of, I wouldn't say it's super hyped up, but it had a notable amount of interest just because of the Cowboy Bebop. You know, the same person that made Cowboy Bebop was working on this, and people thought it was going to be like a spiritual successor to Cowboy Bebop. And it kind of just goes to show what would have happened to Cowboy Bebop if it came out nowadays. If it came out nowadays, it would have completely flopped. And if I'm not mistaken, it actually flopped in Japan. The Cowboy Bebop was only made popular by the low IQ Western audience. You know what I'm saying? They've kind of attached themselves to it, you know, because of that terrible dubbed and stuff like that. But no one cared about this. And just like history repeating itself, no one in Japan cared about Lazarus. I mean, it completely and utterly failed in every single way. I didn't hear anyone talking about this. I heard I maybe got recommended a couple of irrelevant reactors that'll react to anything that were checking it out, but overall, this just failed. And for good reason. The story was terrible. It was a poorly written piece of trash. The characters all sucked. They were all basically wannabe characters from Cowboy Bebop. The main character was a Spike wannabe, and Spike is a terrible character, by the way, and the rest of the characters, they followed the same formula. The music wasn't good. The animation was some of the worst animation of the year. I mean, this anime just had nothing going for it, and that's what happens when you get lucky one time and you think you're going to return and have another hit. So many of these fraudulent creators, man, if they tried to release something else nowadays, they would be laughed off of the shelves. Tried to release a manga, tried to release a TV show, it doesn't matter. They would be laughed at. They would be embarrassed. And that's why a lot of them just take their one hit and then disappear, because they know what would happen if they returned. So there you have it. Those are the top 10 worst anime of 2025. This list is 100% objective. If you disagree, it just proves how stupid you are. There's always losers that try to come to these objective videos and tell me I'm wrong. Try to debate me. It's like, bro, I'm not here to debate any of you weirdos. You're all beneath me. I don't get on the internet looking to have a conversation with you people. You're all losers to me. I'm better than you in every single way. So when you don't agree, I'm just like, oh, okay, a peasant doesn't agree with me. Great. I'm not here to go back and forth with you, and I never will. So you can leave that comment telling me I'm wrong. You will be ignored. You can make a reaction to this. You can make a video to this. You will be ignored. You people don't matter to me. It's like I don't float around in the area of opinions. I don't float around in the prove me wrong section. No, I float around in my word is law. What I say goes. And if you don't agree, well, you can kick rocks. And that's just what it is.